Hey there, YouTubers. Alright, so not a whole lot of reason to consider H410 motherboards anymore, okay? Now, these are locked into 10th gen, okay? Which means 11th gen doesn't work with them. The same could be said about the B560, but we're only looking at H410 in this video. Now, unless you're getting one of these for 50% off, you could pretty much get the H510s in the ballpark price-wise, okay? So, what does that mean? You know, that at least gives you more, okay? And when I say more, what are you getting with H510? Well, we're talking 11th gen compatibility, okay? So you could still buy that 10th gen, but you'll be able to go 11th gen. You're going to get PCIe 4.0. Now, is that for the M.2? No, it's for the graphics card. But still, you know, improvement. Higher RAM speed, okay? You're locked in over here, 2666 megahertz for i5 and below, 2933 for i7 to i9. Okay, that's 10th gen. Over here, I haven't put a 10th gen chip in here, but for 11th gen, you can get up to 3200 megahertz. Okay, and I do have an i5 11400 in there running 32 megahertz. All right, so that is a huge plus. Performance-wise, it's going to make a difference, folks. Or is it? Well, it will and it won't. Are 11th gen chips that much better than the 10th gen chips? In some aspects, not all. But that RAM, you know, does that extra 300 megahertz really make a difference? Maybe. Maybe not. But, yeah. You could still consider this, I guess. If you're looking at 10th gen, hey, the way RAM prices are, you know, a lot of you aren't going to go with the excessively expensive RAM. You may be stuck with 2666 megahertz just because the overclockable RAM is so expensive. Other options, though, to highly consider, B560. Okay, if you can get one of these, then your RAM speeds, you're talking almost 5,000 megahertz. Okay. Now you're really making a difference with RAM. And your M.2 is also Gen 4. Alright? So, let's rewind. If I have a 10th gen CPU and I can get a really good price on this, maybe you consider it. Otherwise, maybe you go here. Maybe you go here. But in the grand scheme of things, it's all about the Benjamins, right? And since graphics cards are pretty much a no-go these days, what does that do for you? Well, if you can't afford a graphics card, running UHD 630 graphics is going to suck, okay? So then, that's 10th gen. If you're going to go buy 11th gen, UHD 730, 750. 750 graphics are pretty close to a GT 1030 from what I've seen. Alright, the little testing I did, which wasn't a whole lot, that could tell you an i5 11400 with this motherboard, you know, potentially could be as good as an i5 10400 with a GT 1030. Okay, potentially, you know, maybe, maybe not. You have to do more research on that statement, but you know, I did some Fortnite gaming, had pretty similar graphics, and you know, it is what it is. Now, come over here, get a little higher speed RAM, Gen 4, maybe you're a little bit better, but is it worth that investment? Maybe, maybe not, right? It costs a lot of money to buy that really, the overclockable RAM that'll go up to, you know, almost 5,000 megahertz. So, still, it's questionable where to go. But I would not buy this, folks. I would start here. And honestly, this is probably the cheapest motherboard out there at the moment in the 500 series. That cost me 78 bucks. This was $99. What did I get with this motherboard that's better than that? Nothing. I spent more on this. Yeah, you might have that, but in the grand scheme of things, that was a much better deal. Alright. This guy cost me $100. Now, what is so good about this one that the other two do not have? that right there, right? So, otherwise, hey, is what it is. I'm still saying, don't waste your money on this. Go here, go there if you can. Hey, thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.